What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty video. The game has officially launched. Yesterday was the official launch day of MLB The Show 20. Now, I know a lot of us have already been playing for quite some time, a couple days, but today I want to talk about the first things that you guys should be doing, the first programs and missions now that we have the full game released, and there is a lot of stuff, so it's going to really help narrow down the best things to do first. Before we get into that, make sure to leave a like down below on this video. It really does help me out a ton. As well, subscribe if you guys have not yet. This is going to be the house of MLB tips, gameplays, pack openings, tons of stuff is going to be on this channel, so do not miss out. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this. So the first thing that I would recommend that you guys do is, well, it is in part with the first inning program, which I knew this was going to be something that was really going to be sought after because we have 390 plus overalls in Todd Helton, Roy Oswalt, and Duke Schneider. But the first thing that I think you should do right here is the Curtis Granderson player program. This is going to net you a free diamond for probably like an hour and a half worth of gameplay. It's not going to take you much time at all, and you're also going to earn 20 free program stars throughout completing this. So for this Curtis Granderson, you're going to need to earn 50 program points. You can do that by getting 42 of them throughout these moments right here. None of these moments are that difficult. However, some of them are multi-game moments, which can be difficult. Yesterday, I did drop a video talking about how to complete any moment challenge, giving you tips for, single plate appearance, home run ones, pitching ones, multi-game missions, top right hand corner if you guys want to check that out. Some of these can be tough sometimes, but with those tips, it makes them a hell of a lot easier. And like I said, you do those moments, that gets you 42 of the 50 required points, and then from there all you have to do is play the Yankees on all-star difficulty against the computer, which is also pretty simple. You just want to go down to extended play versus computer, go over to the Yankees on all-star difficulty. It really is not that hard. If you've played MLB The Show before, you should have no issue getting through All-Star on the Yankees. And once you do that, you're going to have it done, and you're going to have Curtis Granderson on your squad. Of course, he's not going to be the best diamond you're going to have all year, but he's not bad at all. 82 and 100 power, 79 fielding, 77 reaction, 67 speed, and in my opinion, one of my favorite swings that I've gotten to use so far in Diamond Dynasty. Really like his swing, so I think that's a great card that you can get day one, and he's also going to get you 20 program stars for the first inning program, so that is of course good as well. Let's talk about created players, because I think that is one of the most important things that you want to do, and it is going to be helpful to get this done sooner rather than later, because you don't want to have your XP reward path picks such as the Show Classics. For example, I already had my created player, so I knew I'm not going to pick Gary Sanchez. So before you get too advanced on and get more really good cards, if you have your created player, you know what position to avoid, because you're going to have a great guy there all year long. So created player, you just have to hit create, and once you do that, it is going to unlock these moments for you, which once again are not all that difficult. I have my tips once again for these if you guys are having trouble with them. But I would first of all recommend pick what position you like. I am going to have a in-depth video talking about the best places to put your creative player and the best archetype to make them, because they are really good this year, especially even once you get a gold creative player. If you stack some silver or gold equipment, he is going to be one of the best, in my opinion, catchers in the game right now, excluding like Craig Biggio. So I really recommend that. I play through all of these just because there's good Stubs and good XP, and I get to try out a lot of builds this year. So make sure do your creative player. As soon as you get done with the moments, you should be able to get quite a few, and I think you get an 82 ish overall already, so that's already going to be a gold. Have a couple equipment, he's going to be a great catcher, probably the best that you could afford, unless you put real money or have been grinding the market a lot so far. The next thing I recommend is going to be the first inning program conquest map. I would recommend this over the regular US map, at least for now, because this is going to take some time. You have to, of course, take over every single stronghold, being 30, and then you have to play at least about 10. You have to steal 30 million fans. I play an all-star, which is 3 per, so 10 in total, which means at minimum you're probably gonna have to play 40 games in total on Conquest, which is gonna take you a lot of time. You do get a 10-pack bundle here at the end, and this 87 overall Willie Mays, which I will show you, but I don't think he's that good. He's not even on my bench right now. I don't really think it's worth it. Great defense, great speed, just he's only good against lefties, doesn't have great splits versus righties at 59 per. So I don't think it's really worth it. The first inning program Conquest map is going to net you 30 program stars, which if you did the Granderson, you're already going to have 50, and that's going to get you more packs and stub rewards, already at 50 program points. So I definitely recommend that. The Conquest map is not very difficult. In general, I'd recommend you go upwards to get the Braves, the Twins, and the Yankees done. And also, big thing, remember your strongholds, they can take them over. Make sure you have a couple million fans. Make sure you have 2-3 million fans on each stronghold, so you don't have to worry about a team attacking you and playing an extra game. It's all about efficiency at the end of the day. This isn't very hard. There's a couple hidden packs that you're going to find in there as well. I think there's like 3 or 4 of the show packs, which could get you a couple silvers, a gold, maybe even a diamond if you're lucky, which is going to help out your team or give you some more stubs to further on help out your team. The next thing I want to talk about, because once you've done these, you're going to get up in XP level. At that point, you're going to be about a level 10 player, and you're going to have this evolution pack, which you're going to choose between a silver Ivan Rodriguez, silver Dennis Eckersley, silver Eddie Matthews, or bronze Carlos Gonzalez. All of these are going to evolve into diamond players depending on which one you picked. I personally think Eddie Matthews is the best. If you don't want a hitter, obviously pick the pitcher. Pick Dennis Eckersley. He's going to be one of the best relievers in the game at this current point. But Eddie Matthews is probably my best hitter on my team. I really like his swing, and it is once again very easy to get these cards. Let's just take a look at Eddie Matthews. All you have to do in the first stage, you have to complete these moments. Not very difficult, at least in my opinion. Once you do that, you are going to move on to stage 2, where there are 3 more moments that you can complete, or you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do. You can tally RBIs with Braves players. I believe this is online. Both of these are. I would recommend to do the exchange mission. It's going to cost you 2,000 stubs. If you exchange low bronze first and third baseman, it's going to be the cheapest. I did about 72, 73, 74 overall bronzes. So all you have to do is a couple moments in the exchange, and you're going to get this 92 Eddie Matthews, which is really, really good for a card that you're going to be able to get day 1, day 2, depending on how much you play. 105, 84 power, and these are my stats with them. Of course, short sample size, 19 at bats, 2 home runs with them already, hitting 526. Really am liking this card so far. So make sure and do the evolution players. They're going to be some of the best diamonds you're going to get right away, already at level 10 bronze. And for me, the Eddie Matthews took about an hour, and like I said, 2,000 stubs. So very nice, very easy. These starter collections are another thing I really recommend that you do. These are going to net you a lot of stubs and a lot of XP for just collecting this card that you get free with the game, and ship it, which I think you also get free. You're going to get 375 stubs and 750 XP literally for doing nothing. And then these are collections which once you open up, if you have any packs, if you do the conquest and get those free packs from there, you are going to get a couple infielders. All you need is 10 live series infielders. That's 500 stubs, 1000 XP. Same thing goes for outfielders, for pitchers. I don't recommend doing the bat skins because you have to, these are all going for over 1,000 and you only get 500 stubs back, so don't do that necessarily right away. And then also the trophies are good as well if you collect 1 diamond player, if you are able to get one. Like I said, once you get your evolution player, for example, you can just put him in here. He's already non-sellable, so you might as well stick him in here and get 1,000 free stubs. The equipment in flashback or legend is nice too. I believe you get this one, or your evolution player is most likely going to be in there as well. So Those are just easy collections, easy stubs. As you move on and work a little bit more, you're going to be able to do these bronze player collections, these silver player collections, and this is going to help you progress on throughout your creative players. Now, I don't recommend doing this for every single position. At least if you don't have the players, don't go out and buy them to do so. I would first of all just remember pick which position you want to have your creative player. For example, if you want to put him at second base, just go out and spend a couple stubs to get second baseman and progress through that and get your creative player done. If you're gonna do conquest or something like that, make sure and have your creative player already made, because if you just stick him on your team, even if he's your number 8, number 9 hitter, you are going to lock up innings with him, and that is a pretty vital mission to getting progression done on here. As you can see, 100 offline innings is going to net you 10 creative player program points, which is going to help you out quite a lot. I just stuck my 82 overall catcher while I was playing conquest in there, and I was able to get 100 plus innings quite easily. And then on from there, you're probably gonna have to play online to fully max him out, because 150 hits offline is going to take you a long time. I had him in for the entire conquest, and granted, I did bunt through it. I kind of went up in the conquest games and bunted through it, but I only had like 20 hits or something, so it's gonna take you a long time. You're probably gonna have to play online to fully max out your creative player. But really, that is about it. I do recommend Showdown at some point if this is your first MLB The Show game, or if you're just not that good yet. I think you should do the starter one right here. Showdown is kind of like Battle Royale, except offline, pretty much. They said it best. If Moments in Battle Royale had a baby and put it offline, this is what you get. It's a free entry, and you can get some stubs and XP, and even a free 83 overall Brett Saberhagen, which is probably going to be in your rotation, at least at the start. For these other ones, do it at your own pace. They are kind of difficult, especially if you are new to the game. I'd recommend probably don't play online, at least right out of the gate, unless you really want to. Because there's a lot of people like me who already have a pretty good squad, and unfortunately the matchmaking is not that good in this game. The last game I played, I matched up with a guy with all bronzes and silvers, so it is kind of tough in that situation. But that's really about going to do it for this video. The best programs and missions that you should be doing as soon as you get to the game to get really good players. The Granderson, your creative player, your evolution card, the Saberhagen. These are all great cards that are going to be able to help get you wins and help make you better online for really nothing. It's going to take you not a lot of time, and you are going to get some great players, like I said. If you guys have any more suggestions or comments or questions, leave them below in the comments section. I'll be glad to help you and answer down there. If you all enjoyed this one, make sure to leave a like down below. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. There goes my Yeet.